In the fourth episode of House of the Dragon, the story focuses on two royals who are related by blood and have their eyes on the throne and on each other. Beware, spoilers ahead. We're once again vaulted further along the timeline, a year or so on, from Aegon's second name day. In this time, Rhaenyra has weathered several would-be husbands seeking her hand in marriage, finally landing at Storm's End, the seat of House Baratheon. But none of these men are up to her high Valyrian standards, certainly not the boys fighting to the literal death for her favor. As Rhaenyra returns to the Seven Kingdoms' capital city, Prince Daemon is back at long last after victory over the Crab Feeder, unannounced and unofficially self-appointed as the titular king of the Narrow Sea. But the crown comes off in no time at all, as the prince who breaks promises bends the knee to his brother, King Viserys, in a very public display of affection, followed by a celebration held in Daemon's honor. That evening, when Rhaenyra returns to her chambers, she finds a satchel packed with common clothes, as well as a parchment that points her toward a secret passage within her own room. Rhaenyra follows the map out of the Red Keep and right up to a hooded Daemon's doorstep. Together, passing drinks back and forth, they go out for a night on the town. But the night doesn't stop there. It continues, as Daemon brings Rhaenyra to one final stop on his tour through King's Landing, a pleasure house on the Street of Silk, where people come to take what they want. Daemon and Rhaenyra take what they want, each other. Daemon vanishes, drunkenly wandering off into the night, with a mystified Rhaenyra left alone to find her way back to the Red Keep, a plight she manages, although not unseen. Among those who see Rhaenyra, Sir Criston Cole of the Kingsguard, who has been guarding the princess's quarters all night long. Only to find that she's been out, all night long. And the night isn't over. The princess and her knight begin by kissing, reluctantly at first, before disrobing. A boy working for Daemon's former paramour, Mysaria, now well established in King's Landing as a master of whispers known as the White Worm, has passed along reports of Rhaenyra's long night with Daemon to the worst possible person, Otto Hightower, the Hand of the King, who will stop at very little to see his grandson Aegon installed on the Iron Throne over Rhaenyra. Otto tells Viserys about the reports of Daemon and Rhaenyra's rendezvous, the news landing so harshly that Viserys questions his motives, all but shattering the king's faith in his aid. "You think yourself a cunning man? Your designs are obvious. Do you wish to have your blood on the Iron Throne so badly that you would destroy mine own?" Beyond the king, Otto's report falls to another, Alicent, present in the king's chambers when her father comes by with the news about Rhaenyra. Alicent takes the news about Rhaenyra very poorly, and then goes to Rhaenyra herself to confront her. A fiery conversation ensues, but before more lasting damage can be done, the princess and the queen smooth things over once more. "Daemon never touched me. I swear this to you upon the memory of my mother," Rhaenyra tells Alicent. Viserys confronts Daemon, who does not refute the rumors of his evening with Rhaenyra, and in fact, doubles down by asking for her hand in marriage. In response, Viserys spares his brother's life, but commands he leave King's Landing at once. Viserys decides Rhaenyra will no longer have a say in the matter of her marriage, and will instead be wedded to Laenor Velaryon, as a means of repairing relations with the Sea Snake. The princess agrees to do her duty, but only if her father does his duty as well by removing the vulture known as Otto Hightower from his position as Hand of the King. Viserys obliges, convinced that Otto has Rhaenyra's worst interests at heart, focused only on his own aspirations for the Iron Throne. "The crown and the realm owe you a debt that can never be repaid," Viserys tells Otto, "but I can no longer trust your judgment." Hours after their conversation, the king sends Moon Tea to his daughter's room, intended to rid her of any unwanted consequences.